Hey guys, Mike and Dave here.
Hey.
TwoAverageJews.com.
Duh.
And guess what?
What?
We got a sponsor. Check this out.
Oh, yeah. This episode of Two Average Dudes is brought to you by Big Balls Coffee. Big Balls Coffee can be found at your local store. And it's for Canadians who have big, big balls. That isn't Justin Trudeau, mind you. So if you enjoy coffee and you want a little extra kick, pick up some Big Balls Coffee and give it a try. It's at your local grocery store. And if it's not, ask for it. Show them you got big balls. Hope you enjoyed that.
So what are we talking about today, Dave?
The budgets.
The budgets.
Okay. Okay. What was included?
A budget should be what?
A budget should be money.
About money and a budget and how you're going to spend your money. And what happened in Trudeau's budget there?
What did he slide in?
The DPA for SNC-Lavalin.
Yep.
So because he started that whole precedent, we have Mr. Doug Ford here in Ontario, who's talking about potentially sliding things through his budget.
But I don't think it was set I don't think it was set like that. I think that this has gone on for a while, like people slide stuff in. Mm-hmm. But this shouldn't be allowed.
Yeah, but Doug Ford's more open about doing it.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's been he's vocal. I could pass this by doing the budget.
But that thing that Trudeau did, nobody even noticed that. Did you notice that?
Oh, that was no one. Like, that was snuck right through.
That was beautiful.
That was on page 600 and something.
But that was beautiful.
Print. Oh, it was a brilliant deal.
Yeah. But
which, by the way, may actually happen.
What? What do you mean?
SNC-Lavalin may get to use that DPA.
No. No.
We'll see.
No.
We'll see.
No, if that happens, there's something wrong. Anyway, we're going
on. Back to the budget.
Okay, but honestly, I think that, like we were talking, I think the budget should be for financial stuff only.
Yep.
Not for anything else like gun control or the little pocket deals that they're doing and all this other stuff, and or I get a new airplane or whatever.
And none of this new crap they're all doing with the, oh, here's a budget line to be spent later.
Yeah.
That's getting insane now.
But that's not budget.
Yeah.
That's not budget. Like when you do a budget at home, you don't put line 6 to be determined.
You have the reserve in your budget for emergency or whatever.
That's right.
It's a small number.
Yeah.
Not a to be determined at $6.5 billion that we'll spend depending on what vote we got to buy at the last minute.
Well, yeah, and that's exactly it, buying votes. But do you notice that doesn't, this sort of stuff, I think a balance, okay, when you said, what was that video we did there, where you added things up and they didn't work?
Right.
What was that on? Do you remember?
The one on the budget?
Was it the budget and you added all this stuff up and the numbers didn't add up?
Yeah.
Yeah. You see?
Yeah.
He figured it out. Like, these guys are supposed to be geniuses up there. That's what they're getting paid for. He shows that the numbers don't work. Nothing
has worked. And we're seeing that not just in the federal politics. We're seeing that everywhere now. That everybody's getting so creative. We're not even creative. Ballsy enough.
Yeah, it's like
it's like they're drinking our coffee all the time now. You know, they all.
Well, Trudeau can't drink that.
Everybody else but Trudeau.
Yeah.
But all the other premiers now, though, are trying all this stuff where we're going to hide this here, we're going to not explain this, and
you know what I'd like to see in a budget, an actual operating cost of the government.
Oh, that's buried in there 6 times
exactly,
over.
But like you look at our municipal governments, like how much does it actually cost to run when you figure out their wages, their buildings, their vehicles, and everything else? Like I think that should be a disclosure on every budget saying that this is how much we spent.
But you take it one step further and say, our municipalities is what we spent, but then you also have the shared cost of the counties.
Oh, yeah.
Representatives in that budget as well on top of there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you have the provincial and federal.
Mm-hmm.
I can only imagine what is, equated to every household when it comes to wages, just not from government workers, from the political workers.
From government.
Yeah, but like...
No, government in general.
Yeah.
Like, if you think of it, how much does it cost to rule your municipality? We're not talking about $10,000, $20,000, $50,000. We're talking about I don't know how many people are in my municipality.
Because you got to remember, most of these municipalities and counties and provinces, and of course the federal government, run deficits.
Right.
So all of them are overspending.
Hold on. Now, okay, Mike, when a municipality, now listen to this, when a municipality borrows money, who are they borrowing money from? Do you know this?
Themselves.
Right. They're borrowing money from themselves. And they say to you, oh, we're borrowing money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, and it's so funny because here it was the best ever, and they were talking here in our area where they buy a fire truck, and they were out of money, and they were going how they were going to do it, and it was we're going to go out and borrow it,
yeah.
And they charged interest.
Yeah.
It was money they had.
Yeah. But
from previous money, they borrowed for themselves and charged us interest today.
And at a higher inflated rate than what they would get in an investment anywhere else.
Or even at a bank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So governments have a way of twisting stuff around. And I think all this in budgets should be disclosed. The first thing that they do is say, okay, it costs this much to run the Ontario government.
Yeah.
And I think people will be appalled by what that number is.
And there needs to be another body in place. I hate government spending. I hate workers. But there needs to be, as opposed to just the politicians, someone who sits there and says, yeah, it's okay to run an $18 billion deficit budget.
Yeah.
This makes sense.
Yep.
That the extra service, the extra this we're going to get is worth it.
Yeah.
Not just that we're giving it away or doing this or doing that. There must be a ruling before you can run a deficit that you really have to in order to survive.
That you had the key word. That you have to.
Yeah, you have
Not
to.
that you want to.
Yeah, you
like
have
not
to.
some frivolous garbage.
Yeah, deficits should be run by a 4-person. They just overseen and said,
that's
boom,
right.
That's the only way you can run it.
Yeah.
No deficit this year because it doesn't make sense. The extra spending is not
exactly, or the economy's poor.
Yeah.
We can't afford it. And you know what? That's the one thing. Also, the government has to say we can't afford this.
Yeah.
They have to be able to tell their citizens we can't afford it.
It's amazing. In Ontario here, we have that whole school kids stand out.
Yeah.
I've talked to a lot of kids because you know me and how much I hate teachers and I'm against this. But they don't realize how much financial trouble our province and country's in.
Oh, yeah.
So once you talk to them and you say, well, you know, because teachers make this and they won't take a pay cut, we can't afford to actually have this many teachers.
Yeah.
Then they go, oh, well, that kind of makes sense when you look at it both ways.
But you
classroom
see,
size have to go because we are poor.
That was excluded.
Oh, let's never talk to these kids. It's not mentioned.
But no. But the teachers are selling it to the students like, poor us.
Yeah. Without, do you realize that our wages are causing this?
And like teachers making, huge money.
Because it's not in the budget. It's not explained properly in the budget.
That's right.
People just see it and go, wages, oh well. Or schooling costs, oh well.
That's what we need. We need more disclosure. Yeah. We need tighter budgets that don't include anything but financial stuff.
And finance gurus who are paid once a year to analyze the budget and determine if those deficits are actually needed.
Yeah. Or actually there.
Yeah. Or there.
Like, I honestly, I don't know where our money goes. In my township, I'm going, how much, like, I look at my taxes, how much I'm paying, I'm going, how much money is my township costing me? Because I sure as heck I know that they're not putting it in my roads.
Oh, definitely not doing the roads.
Holy crap. And they're not doing it, I don't have any street lights. I don't have anything.
Definitely not doing it with your Wi-Fi either, your internet.
Yeah, internet. Like, we paid a lot of money to have high speed. Well, this is the worst high speed I've ever seen. Yeah. And, but all this money is out there being spent, and I'm going, where? Where is this getting spent on what deals? And yeah, it boggles my mind.
You know what? They're spending it on infrastructure.
Yeah, infrastructure.
Yeah, yeah. Because my commute's been definitely safer and faster.
Oh yeah. Like that one trip we took there that was hours long because of an accident.
Yeah. Because there's no more accidents, according to Justin Trudeau.
Oh, yeah,
we can infrastructure.
Yeah, infrastructre. We just go around it, no problem.
Just making stuff up now. That's to bury it all.
Yeah, to bury it. Yeah, and that's what I mean. Budgets have to be more open. Yeah. They have to be only including financial stuff. Nothing else can get slid through. And
there should be no more trusted partners ever in payouts in the budget.
True.
To my trusted partner.
Yeah. Obviously, we know who Trudeau trusts. I don't trust those type of people, do you?
Anyways, guys, let us know what you think about the budgets and our comments here and if we're on the right track or if we're just crazy people.
Like, what's your opinion? Like, tell us. What do you think? You guys, we read all your comments, and you guys come up with some really good points.
That's right. Check out our website, twoaveragedudes.com.
Woohoo!
We'll catch you next time, guys.
Take care.